Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Adam. Welcome back to Driven Nashville. If you haven't been new to the channel, we produce weekly enthusiast-driven car content. Now today I'm at Sema 2022. Behind me is the Dodge Charger SRT Banshee Edition. This is the brand new EV from Dodge. I'm very lucky today because I have spoken to the PR reps of Dodge, and Kevin here has been gracious enough to come on camera and just give us a little bit of information that he's allowed to do. And he has told us that we might be able to look inside the vehicle as well, because I will tell you this thing looks incredibly modern and cool. So, you know, you guys are not the EV brand. You're being forced into it, but I have to say, of all the manufacturers, and I've done a lot of EV reviews and a lot of EV content, I love the ethos that you guys are doing towards that, you know, evolution, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's you could either just kind of do what everyone else is doing, or we can do what we know how to do, which is make muscle cars.
Correct.
So we came at this and we said, all right, we're gonna make a muscle car.
Yeah, let's do
and
it
then
our
we're
way.
gonna use an EV to make it better.
Right.
So you can see it doesn't look like any other EV on the road, and we've done that through a couple of different design tricks. The big one being the R-wing at the front, that big pass-through that gives the nice squared-off muscle car front.
Yep.
We still get the arrow that helps us with range.
Yep.
So that's one of the things that we've done. Another thing to really help kind of continue that muscle car experience that everyone knows and loves is that sound. It's hard to not, it's hard to miss a V8 rumble. And so that's what we have with the Fretsonic chambered exhaust, a patented technology for us. So we are, continuing to deliver on that visceral experience that everyone knows and loves. It ties to Dodge, ties to muscle cars, and who we are.
Yeah, two things I want to add to that, guys. One is the downforce on this car is 25% better than the gas-powered version of this car, right? And also on the, what was the other thing? The sound, it's 126 decibels, which is quite loud.
Yeah, loud as a Hellcat.
Yeah.
So our goal was this thing's got to be better in all performance measures.
Yep.
Sound being one of them.
Now, what are we looking at here? Is this a package? Is this like, is this really what it's going to become? I mean, this says stage 2 on it,
Yeah, so this is our concept. It's the concept that we showed off a few months ago at our Speed Week. But like everyone else here at Sema, we had to do something to it. We couldn't just bring in the same thing. So
right.
First thing that stands out, right, it's no longer Grays of Thunder. It's bright red, Stryker Red.
It's a beautiful
so
color.
It stands out, and you
Awesome
couldn't have
color.
any more of a muscle car color, right?
It's amazing.
And then obviously the next one is the drag radials and the 18-inch carbon fiber wheels. So
Slicks, no less. Not street legal.
Yeah. So I mean, we got the drag radials, the carbon fiber wheels. When you get up and you can see them, the detail on them is they're gorgeous.
Yep, carbon fiber too.
Super lightweight.
Yep.
And so, Dodge is tied into drag racing with Direct Connection, with our NHRA team.
Right.
And so this is just continuing to push that this is how we envision our future in the muscle car space, even being EV. And then the stage 2 badge on the side is kind of a hint to what we shared a little bit more information than we did at Speed Week about the performance levels. While we're not telling you what's all the way at the top, you guys got to keep waiting for that. The base car is, is going to be a 400 volt, or we're kind of envision the layout as a 400 volt system, 340 kilowatt power level, sets around 455 horsepower. Yep. And then if you go up to a stage 2 on the middle trim, you're looking at 670 horsepower. So we are using the EV performance to make a better muscle car. Yep. But there's no way we're leaving everything else off the table, and it's going to be something very different. We also have our E-Rup shift experience. So
what does that mean exactly?
So we have a multi-speed transmission in the car, and
not saying how many transmission gears though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But so we're working with the calibration of that system, right, to continue to give you that experience of when you're driving a car, it throws you back in the seat.
That aggressive shift point.
Exactly. So versus just mashing a throttle on a current EV car and it's like you're there. Right. This is really going to continue to give you that experience. Right. As you're accelerating. So again, all of those pieces that come together, those intangibles, but that build that muscle car experience and what we're known for, and what we're going to continue to be known for.
Right, so we don't know about battery size, we don't know about range yet. You're mentioning horsepower between 400 to 600, so we don't know about any of that yet.
Yep. So I mean, it is still a concept. Yep. So we want to continue to kind of show the world where our heads are, where we think we're going to go. I mean, I like it. It ties in all of the Direct Connection piece that we have here at the show, the last call models. So it's kind of a little bit of outgoing, future, and then how we tie it all together, because we see our Direct Connection piece with those stage kits for EVs in the future as a very important part of our brand moving forward.
Is there any expectation of when you're actually going to be able to order one at this point in time, or is this like 2024?
Yeah, the future right now. I mean, as far as ordering everything else, we're fully focused on our last call for the 23 model year, all those special editions we have over there, and then using our horsepower locator that went live this week to help customers facilitate those orders.
Yep. And any idea on pricing yet? Not even. No way.
This is full concept.
At least you'll get the EV tax credit, right? I mean, you know, the full time. Well, thanks so much for sharing this with us today at Sema. I think this has been a big hit. I've seen a lot of people come by the booth here, and I think it's a great looking car.
It's a gorgeous car. Our design team continues to just knock it out of the park.
Really. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content on the new Charger SRT Banshee. Very thankful to Kevin and Dodge for allowing me to come over here and talk about the vehicle. I gotta say, I think this thing is gonna be, you know, well received, right? It is a shame that there's only 4,000 last calls roughly that are gonna be produced. Obviously, it's going to put a demand on those vehicles. I have been seeing premiums, ADMs, additional dealer markup fees going crazy. As far as the future success of this, I mean, look, it looks amazing. 4 seats, practical, right? It's going to have a lot of performance. We know that, you know, and all of it. So who knows if it's going to be well received, but I got a feeling that there's a lot of people that would love to drive this as their everyday EV, in the Californians of the world, you know, the Londons of the world, where they're essentially forced to if you want to still live there. So big thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the content. I sure enjoyed being here. This booth is absolutely incredible. It's 19,700 square feet. They just have all the different cars here. And one other last thing for you real quick is, if you wanted to still order one of these Hellcat crate engines, you actually can still get one, even though they're not going to make the last call cars after 2023. So if you happen to be a tuner and a performance guy, the cool part is you can still order these engines. Now, who knows how long that's going to last, but you know, if you're building a race car or something neat, you know, for the track or whatever, for the drag strip, you still got access to these, and that's going to carry on for hopefully a while longer. And I thought that was really interesting. So that's it for me today, guys. Appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the content. It's been a pleasure being here for you all. Subscribe for more content like this, and I will talk to you later.